Hi there, back again with some more Minecraft today, and once again I do apologize for the sound of my voice. I'm still sick. Was infected last Friday, as I talked about in the last week's episode, and yeah, today, Thursday, I'm still sick. There's a nasty bug, and well, my co-worker did say that he was very sick. Just wish he'd not come to work then to infect other people. But yeah, I had to go out yesterday because I'd run out of basic supplies, and because of that I got a little bit of a relapse, so I didn't exactly feel very well last night. But luckily this morning I'm feeling a little better again, and all in all, today is a very good day. You bugger off. So today what we're going to start out with is working on the sorting system here, because as you can see there, I have been preparing for the addition of the other farm, the orchid patch, and what we have is that it is pretty much ready now. The only thing that is needed is actually bringing the signal, or rather the produce from the farm. Yo, go, how? Lag. Having a little bit of a lag issue today. Server seemed to be stuttering a little bit. But anyway, as I was saying, the other farm, I have pretty much finished it now, and it just needs to be connected up with this one to bring the resources back. So I'm going to be working on connecting it up to the sorter, and also I am going to show around over there. But first, let's work on the sorter. So the first thing is the outside here, and in order to do that I am going to need a little bit of resources. Now I have the resource from the sorter right here, but I still need some for the wall and stuff. So while I get those together and allow these guys to go and do other things, I will be right back with you. So see you in just a moment once I have filled my pockets. Be right back. Bye bye. And here we are back again, and I have taken the liberty of tearing out the front here, just because it didn't fit with the configuration that we needed. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be building the front where the chest and stuff will go. And because of that, we'll probably have to move this stuff around. So let's start by taking these down. Just the last bits. Don't have to worry about the one on the bottom, but let's see. Yeah, this one is filling all the flowers inside there, but we'll figure all that stuff out afterwards. It needs a certain amount of flowers inside of it in order to detect the flowers. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be realigning the sorter so that it will have the orchids as well come in from over there, and once all that is done, we will have a functioning sorter which has all the 10 flowers, and we won't have to do any more fiddling around with that. So let's stick the redstone in there, and also take these out. They're also part of it. So now that that is done, we should have space to work with. So oops, let's start out with the lanterns. Each chest has a lantern underneath for the sake of light. Am I on the right level there? Actually, it only has one lantern. Sorry about that. I forgot about that. So we do there, 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 and there. Then I can't remember if I did slabs or what I did, so let's just take a peek. Nope, I did a full block. Good, good. So we need to have these in front and a full block behind. So like that. Now I know these won't let any light out through them, but I want them basically just for the lighting effect. The main part of the lighting will come from the lanterns in the back, and then we can actually stick in the chests. But before we do that, you can see here that we need to have slabs above the chests, and that's mainly for looks. What we do is we have the, let's see if we can see it over here. This one here goes back to the back of the chest, and we will do the same over here. So we'll do that. The chest will go here, and for now we will bring it all the way back. But we might have to adjust that as we build the rest of it, because there might not be enough space. So we need those on top, and then we can do that, and the same over here. Like that. So now that that is done, what we need to do is we need to make the center. And what I was thinking was simply to take this, put that there, put these here, and then for the very center we'll take dark oak, put it there. Then we'll take this, stick it here. Now there's going to be animals trapped in there, but I'm going to release them once I am done with the work. I don't want to bother with it right now, but basically just going to grab some seeds and stuff and then guide them back out. So now that that is done, we can cover up the top, which, oops, not like that. Stepped on one of the flower pots just at that moment. And again. Like that. So, yeah, what I have been doing today, since I have had the pleasure of having the day off because of sickness, I went to the apothecary because yesterday I finally got the cold. As I said, it is Thursday today, which means yesterday it was Wednesday, and that means that Wednesday was a day when I was supposed to get a word from the hospital about the treatment, and I now have a prescription for the medication. So, oops, that's the wrong chest. Let's just grab that. There we go. Replace this there. So yeah, I have a prescription for the medication now, and I went this morning. Actually, I woke up early because I had a meeting at work, but for obvious reasons I am not really able to attend. So I had to call into work sick again and basically tell them to give a bit of information to one of my co-workers, telling him to take over for me at the meeting. He was going to the meeting anyway, but I wanted to let him know where he could get some help for it, because he'd be leading it. That is, if the guy that was going to the meeting is actually gonna show up, because he has a tendency of cancelling meetings at the last moment. Last week we were supposed to have the same meeting, and he cancelled it I think 20 minutes past the ending time of the last workday, so I didn't figure that out until the morning. Quite annoying, I'd say. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying when people do that sort of stuff. But oh well. But that is basically another reason why I didn't want to go today, because with him at risk of cancelling the meeting, I didn't want to waste time going to work and then finding out that he'd cancelled again. Sorry. So, yeah. Anyways, let's pop in here and have a look. Let's just grab the dirt for now. Use that as a temporary door. So, in here, all of this is pretty much going to be taken out. And then we're going to be rebuilding it. So, I am going to be taking that out, and then I am going to return with you. I'm probably going to get the basic shapes of these in, and then we're going to have a look at it at that point. So I will see you in just a moment once that is done. Be right back with you. Bye bye. And here we are back again and ready for the big reveal, because I have pretty much torn out everything. So let's just pop through here. Let's grab some dirt so I can close it back up. So, managed to actually get the animals out of here, so that's a good thing. And I have just taken everything out, laid down a new grid for the detectors, and put in the path. So basically, we have the chest up there, which is the buffer chest from the farm, which is only really coming into play if all of these gets filled up with flowers. Which is never going to happen. But anyways, the things will pass down here, over here, back this way, and right here, this is the chest for the orchids, and right here is where the orchid patch will connect up, which can be in this direction or in this direction. Then it does the little bend there, supplies the last couple of chests there, go over here, and then right here is the endpoint at the moment. But basically what it needs in this place is just to go to a disposal unit, which will just take care of all the excess seeds and stuff that we don't need. And I might move it back here, although that will make it a little more difficult to get this one in, or I might just place it over here. I haven't quite decided that yet. But anyway, let's just build these things. All you really need is to make a grid like this. As usual, I am using smooth stone brick for the wiring. So let's just do this in a row. So yes, while we're doing this, let's talk a little bit more. I can't remember, it took too long to pull this out, where I got to last time, but basically got the word yesterday about my prescriptions, ordered it right away. Quite expensive, but I have my medication now. And yeah, went this morning after waking up and picked it up. So now I just have to wait pretty much and see what happens with it. Let's see, like this, do that, just leading to all the chests. There we go. Okay, so now that that is done, we go to the other side and finish those. But yeah, since I got it so early today, I was actually able to get to use my first batch of it today, which was quite nice. I'm still kind of trying to identify what sort of effects that it might cause, but it's probably too early to even feel anything at this point. But still, I can't help but wonder. It is exciting to start, to say the least. I'm putting these in, and they don't have a practical use for the circuit. They're actually a thing for the animals, because I have experienced before animals walking up these things and then trying to go down, and in doing that they take falling damage. Animals can be dummies every once in a while, and you have to protect them from themselves, so I'm putting these in so the animals can't walk up there. They should never get in here, but of course you can't completely certain. So now that that is done, we need the comparators and we need the redstone. So the comparators, they go on top here and just facing away from it. So there, go over here, get that. Oops, not this one. Get this one. So yeah, I'm starting on a low dosage, but it's still an aggressive treatment, so I should expect to see some things. And from my my friend in what is it called, Belgium, she told me that I might even see some effects of the anti-testosterone stuff tomorrow, but we'll see. You see here, this here, the reason why I'm using a half slab is because that will not block this line, and we need that to function. So just put these in. Actually, we can do that. Makes it a little easier. So like that. Stick that in there. Like that. Then what we need is the redstone repeaters and the torches. Redstone repeater goes under here. It will take the power from this block, which is being powered by the redstone that is supplied by the comparator. That will then pass it through here, and then we need on the other side to have a torch. And the reason we have to use a repeater here is because this block here would otherwise power it. And we need to, you could make it more compressed probably by doing it otherwise, but basically I want to make it so that we have 22 items inside of the detector hopper and keep it at that. So let's put these in. Basically I'm using the same design as I was using before. The configuration of the room itself in here is just a little different. So all we need now is to stick this in. Let's see. We're missing a hopper here. Take this, stick it there. And then we... Did I get these in here? Yeah, I did. Good. So all of those, we need to get these in here. Probably can't get that one. Oh, we can get this and that. And over here. Whoops, not this one. It's gonna mess things up a little bit. And then over here, we do that one, this one, and then finally these two. Not there. Typical. Pop this off, grab it from the chest, and stick it in place. There we go. So now that that is done, we just need to pop in the last bit of the hoppers, but I don't have quite enough because there's still some located in the chest properly. So let's have a look around to see if some are still lying around. Got the one in there. And if we don't have enough, we will just make what we require. We still require 2. So let's pop down our workbench and make a couple. Like that. The lag is still going here, going strong. So we need to have a little bit of iron. There we go. That's all we need. Let's get inside the room again. There we go. So all we need for this is it must not aim towards these. So what we are doing is we're going to aim it towards the comparators. So hold down Shift and just see if we can reach this one. There we go. There we go. And there we go. That'll pull it out from up there. And over here. And then once that is done, all we need is to have the flowers put in, and then everything will be all right and functional. So put this there and this there. So that's the sorter. All we need now is to make the what is it called? The dispenser that just takes care of all the excess. What is it called? The excess seeds and stuff. But I'm not going to show that because it's basically just a pulser. It just reads something is in the hopper and then drops it down here. So it's not really something that is very difficult. So now that this is done, what we're going to do is we're going to head over and take a look at the finished orchid patch and finish off the episode there. So I'll be right back with you once I am over there, and we'll take a look at how it is looking at this point in time. So be right back with you. Bye bye for now. Bye. And here we are back again, and I just wanted to point out one more thing before we went in, because I didn't show it because I'd have to be fiddling around a little bit, but basically in the top hopper, the one that is pointing towards the comparator, you need to put the item that needs to be detected by the detector, and there needs to be 22 of them, so you just fill every slot with one and then put the rest into the first slot, because that's where it's going to be pulling it from. I don't suggest using any other things, because if you for instance use cobblestone as a filler, and you accidentally drop cobblestone into the detector, then eventually it will bug out once it's grabbed enough cobblestone, and it'll start detecting wrong things. And yeah, so use just one item and just stick 22 in there and you're good. So yeah, but let's have a look at the farm here, because it has been finished, as I said. So we just head down here, and here we have it. I have just applied the first ever application of bone meal, and you can see orchids are growing, quite a few of them even, so hopefully it'll have a good yield. But yeah, at least down here and to the very bottom and to the collection point here, which is what we're going to be connecting up with the other farm. I just need to lead it back there, and I might give it a chest here for a buffer as well, but I don't think it's really necessary, so I'll figure that out. But yeah, this is where the farm is at, and you might notice there's no torches in here. That's because every point of the farm has been covered so that there is no spawnable spaces in here. I don't like having monsters in here. The only one that was a problem was this one right here and this one right here. I fixed this one by pulling it up one so that it would be lit up from down there. I can't remember if this one also lights it up, but anyway. And this one here is already safe because that's a half slab, so no monsters would spawn there. So yeah, that's the finished farm. And by next week, it's going to be up and running and ready to produce flowers, so yeah. But for this episode though, I'm going to call it off here. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will have a lovely day. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye bye for now. Bye!